But what are some things that just you're seeing them when you're doing design? You're like, how are people still making these mistakes? What are some examples of, even if it's technical, even if it's just, what are some mistakes that keep popping up that are really detrimental but hard for people to comprehend?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing I see really, and you asked me for some horror stories. I'm trying to think, but it's people just putting too much content on their website. USA Today, I don't know if they still have this. Years ago, they used to have the tagline, an economy of words. And when a client comes to me and say, hey, we have this website, can you help us update it or, build us a new website? And I go on there and it's 5-6 paragraphs long about why I should use them for whatever it is they're doing. I don't have time for that. Yeah. You have 20 to 30 seconds to capture my attention and anybody else's attention. Why do you have this much content?
Does that frustrate you? Because one of the things that AI is the best at is condensing words. It is one of its best strengths is you could put 6 paragraphs in and say, hey, make this SEO compelling in 3 sentences, and it will do a pretty damn good job of doing that.
I do that. I use that. I mean, so when my clients don't want to pay for somebody to write their content, I am coaching them and I'm asking the right questions, and I'll, plug it into AI and spit out something and kind of mold it and caress it a little bit to make it and polish it a little bit better. But I mean, really, it's so much information. That is, I guess, probably the biggest mistake I'm seeing. Brevity, in my opinion, is key for a really successful and effective website.